What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today's a sad day. I don't even really want to talk about it. So I guess video over. Cut. Done. What we're talking about today hurts me to my soul. It may not seem to most of you guys like a big deal, but to a Patriots fan, especially a Patriots fan like me, it is a big deal. If you guys aren't aware and you're just blind because the thumbnail and the title tells you what happened, but if you guys aren't aware or just don't know the full story, SONY MICHEL got traded yesterday. And I saw this news yesterday, and I kind of had to take a double take because I couldn't believe that it actually was true. The Patriots made the trade to the LA Rams because, as we all know, I covered it on the channel when it happened. Cam Akers tore his Achilles and is done for the year. So the Rams really only had Darrell Henderson, and they weren't going to have Darrell Henderson as their number one back all season, so they had to go out and make a move, and it just so happens that the Patriots have a very, very full running back room. And apparently, SONY MICHEL was expendable. Now, to a lot of people, this probably isn't a massive move. This is probably just a little blip on the radar, but for me, this is a big move. I mean, I feel confident. I trust the process. I trust that Bill Belichick knows what he's doing with Damien Harris. I really do love Damien Harris. He looks like he's going to be the number one back. We've obviously got James White. J.J. Taylor looked really good in preseason so far. So I mean, there's some running backs there, obviously. So I understand the move to get SONY MICHEL out of the way. He's been hurt. He's had some injury history. He's been inconsistent sometimes, but there's been moments, and the moments have been good, that SONY MICHEL is going to be a good running back. And the moment that I like is the Super Bowl against the LA Rams, which is convenient because that's the team that he's going to. It's very ironic that he's going to the team that he beat in the Super Bowl. He's the reason the Patriots won the Super Bowl because he scored the only touchdown in that Super Bowl to give the Patriots the win. So that's pretty ironic that he's ended up going there anyway. But I don't know. It's just sad to see him go because even when he got drafted, I was like, I like this guy. It was him and Nick Chubb at Georgia in that running back room there. Chubb obviously got drafted by the Browns and has gone on to have a really solid career so far. And SONY MICHEL kind of was the forgotten back. And the Patriots snacked him up, and he turned out to be a very solid contributor alongside James White. And then when they brought in Damien Harris, he kind of got pushed to the side a little bit because he has a little bit injury history and stuff. He had a terrible ACL, I think, in college. So he's been injured before. He's been injured on the Patriots. And I can see why they did it. I mean, they got a 2022 6th and 2022 5th for him. So that makes me more upset, kind of, because I feel like the Rams were in need of a running back, and the Patriots had a running back to spare, and obviously they were targeting SONY MICHEL, the Rams were. So I feel like that the Patriots could have gotten something more. I mean, maybe a 3rd round pick or maybe even a 2nd if they just really, really wanted to. But to get rid of a guy that you drafted in the 1st round back in 2018, he was like the 31st pick. To get rid of a guy that you spent a high draft pick on, even though it was late in the 1st round, you still spent a 1st round pick on him. And then a couple years later, you just trade him away for a 5th and a 6th. That just, I don't know, it doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe there's some master plan that Belichick's got going on with Robert Kraft and all the people there. I don't know, it doesn't make much sense to me that a former 1st round pick would get dealt a few years later for a 5th and a 6th. Even especially to a team that is in desperate need of a starting running back. But maybe the Rams weren't willing to give up anything more than just what they did. So That's all the Patriots could get. I don't know. I personally wouldn't trade a more than a fifth and a sixth. Probably, I probably wouldn't even trade a fourth. Maybe I'd trade a fourth for SONY Michel if I was doing it. But I mean, I'm not doing it obviously, so I don't understand how they couldn't get more. But I don't know. I'm I'm excited for the season because of the running backs, because of Damian Harris, because I really like him. He's gonna be a stud. I can just see that. And J.J. Taylor, like I said, looked really good in preseason. Obviously, James White's a solid player if he doesn't get hurt. And they've got that Ramondre Stevenson that they took this past season, so he looked decent in preseason. He didn't really get a whole lot of love in the Eagles game, but I mean, he could turn out to be something, a utility guy at the most, I guess. So they've got enough running backs. They're gonna be fine there. It's just I'm a little sad to see SONY Michel go. I mean, I was a fan of him. Not a lot of people were. I was a fan. I was even a fan of him in college. I followed him a little bit because he went to Georgia. So how do you not follow the better players that go to the bigger schools? So I knew of SONY Michel, and I followed him a little bit in at Georgia, and he was a really good running back there alongside Nick Chubb. So seeing him go get drafted to the Patriots in the first round was exciting because I thought, hey, he could be a stud for us here, and he was. He won us a Super Bowl. He played really well, and now he's gone. Now he's gone, and I'm sad. But it is what it is. It's business. You can't dwell on the moments like these. You gotta keep moving forward, or you'll get stuck in the past. You'll get stuck in the machine. You gotta keep moving forward. So I wish all the best to SONY Michel. I hope he has a great season in LA. I will be watching him in LA. See how he does this season. I hope he does really good with Matt Stafford and all that over there in the Rams organization. So I hope he does well. I wish him the best, and let's see how the Patriots do. I care more about the Patriots, obviously, so hopefully the Patriots can bounce back and make the playoffs again, unlike last year. So I think they got a good chance, but that's all I really have to say about it. Let me know down below what you guys think, if you guys even care. You probably don't, but let me know what you think. That's going to do it for me, though. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.